The process of homeopathic treatment is to stimulate self-healing. So it's about getting the mind and body and emotions to start moving and healing. And we're there to support you through that process as well, because obviously that can take various forms for different people. But it's a beautiful system of medicine, and there's really no limit to what we can discuss in a consultation. And of course, as a homeopath, we're looking at it quite holistically. We're looking for the interconnectedness between things so that we can help people identify the root cause of it, deal with that, and then move forward in their healing.
And how long might someone need to have treatment for?
That obviously very much depends on what we're working on. And it also depends on the individual, how ready they are to move in their energy and how far along that healing journey they are. So it is very variable. We've seen some incredible amounts of healing in very short spaces of time, and then sometimes when you think it's not going to take too long, it takes quite a number of rounds for things to shift. But typically, if it's a simple, acute, your everyday things, accidents, illnesses, relatively minor, everyday first aid sort of things, just a short consultation is all that's needed, or often we've even got products ready on the shelf that can help, and we really expect resolution of those issues within days and weeks, depending obviously on what it is. For something that's maybe a little bit more complex, and might have other treatments involved. So say for instance, there's surgery on the cards, or there's the surgery that's been had, then we're probably more looking towards weeks or months, depending again on what our role is there, whether we're supporting something or whether we're actually working to help resolve the root cause of the discomfort or the ailment. And then a lot of what we deal with in our practice is what we would refer to as a complex chronic. So they're very advanced conditions of ill health. Maybe they've been around for many, many years, or they've been building over many years. And that can typically take it's more towards a month or a year or so worth of work together to peel back those layers, help release a lot of the physical, mental and emotional symptoms, but most importantly finding the root cause and working on that. So that obviously does take more time in most cases anyway.
We'll meet either in person or online, whatever works for the person, and we'll discuss any current health complaints, issues, mental, emotional, whatever the person is really comfortable to share. And what they would like support with. So we'll go through that, and then after the consultation, after we've gathered all the information, the homeopath will go away and work on the case, put the remedies together in their prescription, and then make a prescription for the client to take for 4 weeks, 8 weeks or 12 weeks, depending on where they're at in their treatment. And then we'll review the case, which is really important, to see how the treatment went after they've had that period of time taking the remedies, to see what's shifted for them. And it could be unexpected. A nice side effect often happens. And then we make a plan to go on with the treatment further into the future. But the other part of it is they won't always need to see us. We're just there to support them when they need it. And then they can come back and see us, if something arises in the future as well.
Homeopathy is obviously a very safe system of medicine, but because it's an energetic medicine, it does not contraindicate to other medicines or supplements at all, so it's really safe in that regard. But even the process is usually quite complementary. We're not, as long as everybody's moving towards a natural approach for self-healing, the modalities work really quite well together. And it's often good to combine homeopathy with something that's either a little bit more forceful, like a herbal or supplement protocol, or even body work, whether that's chiropractic treatment, acupuncture, massage, things like that. You'll often get a better result faster by combining the two. So there's really no reason not to see a homeopath even alongside other forms of treatment. We're really hoping now that we're in this beautiful new space that people can drop in for consultations, especially for the more minor conditions. Having that easy access to homeopathic advice and remedies will be just so empowering to their long-term health and their overall health and well-being. So for anything that's not too complicated, we would love for them to just drop in at any time. There's always multiple practitioners here, so we can usually see them pretty much straight away. And they can do the same via online booking as well. They can book in for a 15-minute or a 30-minute consultation. As I mentioned before, there's 5 practitioners, so we usually have good availability. And that can be done via video call or in person. If the situation is a little bit more complex or layered, or perhaps there's quite a lot to discuss, then I would recommend people pre-book a consultation, probably via the website is easiest. Probably an hour is usually a good place to start. We do offer a 2-hour consultation. I think if you feel you need 2 hours, then you probably know that already. But generally an hour is enough to get us started on the more complex situations. And again, those are all available via video call or in person. And during that consultation, we'll take a lot of information. Obviously, we typically would take that away for a few days while we work on the case, and then contact the client again to dispense their homeopathic remedies and get them started on their treatment.